Episode 3 of Hostage starts with the media covering Abigail's impromptu press conference. Meanwhile, Adrienne picks up Vivienne's husband, who's flown in to show his wife support. In Parliament, Abigail continues to face more opposition. The opposition accuse her of gambling with her husband's life and the country's safety. The minister there mentions the case of a young boy called Ataf. Now, the boy died due to a lack of asthma medicine, and Abigail does her best to assure the ministers that she's working on a solution to solve the health crisis. Once again, she clarifies that she won't be intimidated into resigning. As for Vivienne, she finally tells her husband that she's had an affair with his son. He's shocked but quickly moves to discuss the best way to save her career. She decides to make a deal with Abigail. In the meantime, Abigail returns home and finds Sylvie locked in her bathroom. Sylvie is struggling emotionally and mentally with everything that's been going on, and Sylvie reveals that she's the one who leaked the news. She accuses her mum of caring more about her career than her family. Back in French Guiana, Alex and the other doctors begin to give up hope. Thomas starts convincing them to find a way out for themselves, while that night, Vivienne visits Abigail in the middle of the night. They make a deal to save Alex on the condition that Abigail looks into who this mole might be. At the same time, Kofi promises not to resign. The following morning, Abigail asks Aisha to conduct a discreet background check on the French and British staff members. Now, Vivienne intentionally misleads Adrienne into thinking that the American and French troops will launch a rescue mission in 3 hours' time. At the airport, the kidnapper arrives and receives a call from Adrienne, who updates him on the current situation. Now, Abigail meets with her cabinet and apologises for sidelining them with the abduction news. The issue of the dead boy comes up again, and Abigail promises to reach out to the mum. Later, Abigail heads home and finds her dad has discharged himself from the hospital. The two argue over how to handle Alex's abduction, and Abigail accuses her dad of micromanaging her career. He warns though that she might lose Sylvie if Alex dies. He advises her to quit, but it's too late. Elsewhere, Vivienne and her husband drop by Matteo's house. They find Saskia there, and Matteo refuses to send her away. Now, Matteo's dad suggests they put up a front as a strong, devout family, and he wants them to visit a church and take press pictures. Now, Matteo refuses and warns Vivienne against going with the plan. Meanwhile, in the French Guiana, Thomas devises a plan to escape once the kidnappers have relocated again. At the same time, Vivienne and Abigail launch a surprise rescue mission. Luckily, the French troops locate the kidnappers' vehicles, and their staff are caught off guard by the mission. Aisha reports that Kofi has made a suspicious payment through a shell company 6 months back, and Abigail finds it hard to believe. Now, in the situation room, Kofi notices Adrienne acting strangely. He follows her and overhears her call with the kidnappers. He has her arrested, but Abigail puts him on leave pending investigation. She still needs to investigate the suspicious payment further. After Adrienne's call, the kidnapper warns the others. They try to quickly move the hostages to a new location, but Alex and the others manage to fight back and start running. However, one of them is killed and Alex is forced to kill one of the kidnappers. Just then though, the French troops storm the compound and save the day. Abigail is beside herself with joy, and she rushes to get the phone to Sylvie so she can talk to her dad. Back on the streets, the other kidnapper interrupts Ataf's public wake and causes a commotion. Since they're dressed as police officers, people assume that they're acting under Abigail's orders. At the church, Vivienne and her husband get into a heated fight. She refuses to go along with his plan to reveal the affair, and he wants to act as her saviour by sticking by her side after the scandal hits. He thinks as long as he forgives her, the nation will too. Now, Vivienne threatens to reveal his secrets if he does this, and on their way out, Vivienne gives a press conference revealing that the French troops have rescued Alex. Elsewhere, Matteo gets a rude awakening when he returns home to find Saskia gone. She packed in a hurry and left a damning episode behind. In the situation room, the kidnapper calls Adrienne's phone and demands to speak to Abigail. Abigail points out that he's lost, but the guy seems unshaken. According to him, the game is far from over. He says there are many like Adrienne who are willing to fight for the cause. The scene then cuts to Saskia heading to Abigail's dad's hospital and killing him outright. Now, with Alex rescued and Adrienne in custody, Abigail thought that her ordeal was over. Unfortunately, she's underestimated her enemies. They've escalated their antics and are moving to cause chaos in the country. Based on how the kidnappers are moving, they have been planning this for quite a long time. It's not surprising then that Saskia is one of them, and Matteo fell in love and missed all the signs. It's annoying that he doesn't even think of googling the hospital that was written in Saskia's last messages with the kidnappers, but there we go. If he had, he could have potentially saved Abigail's dad, and it's almost as if he's in denial that she betrayed him. On the other hand, his dad is a piece of work, and it's nice that Vivienne is stepping up for herself. And now that the kidnappers have switched their methods, things in the country will surely only get worse. Now, Abigail may be forced to step down as the violent attacks continue, and it appears that the kidnappers are unconcerned about the national health crisis. They're clearly only using this to their advantage, further compromising Abigail's career. So what is their end goal after Abigail resigns? I'm sure we'll find out in the episodes ahead. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.